Hey, hello guys. Sorry we're a little late. So I've literally just walked in through the door. So I had to do a little bit of running around just to get this stuff done. So, but anyway, we are here. Merry Christmas for
Merry
those who
Christmas.
celebrate it. We are coming
Yes.
up closer. Jensen, how are you? He said, now I have got 16 days off of school. Yay, yay!
Wow.
Amazing,
Wow.
Jensen. Have you got everything planned? What are you going to do for Christmas? Are you spending it
Hmm.
around your parents, or are you going to your nana and granddad's? What are you doing for Christmas Day? Let us know.
Hmm.
Um, so as I say, I just got in a little bit late doing that. Apologies, but we do have some festive stuff to do, and we are both in our festive jumpers this time round. Kelly in her. Well, go on, show your show because yours is really nice. Hey, look at that! Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I've gone for my Star Wars.
Even got a little scarf.
The Christmas Spirit Awakens. Sinclair, how are you doing? Good
Hey,
to see
Sinclair, hope
you.
you're well.
Good to see you guys. Really, really good to see you. So, what are we doing today?
Well, we are doing taste test. I don't know if you might have read the description, but we have got. I've not tried these before because I normally go for the Tesco ones. But I saw these on sale and I thought, do you know what? I'm going to give these a try. What would delicious served warm? It says what would have been good if I had managed to also get a Tesco one so I could taste test them, but I couldn't get a Tesco one. But anyway, what we did manage to get, and Mark picked this up. This was this is not. This was. This is a chocolate chip panettone. He also got some caramelized nut selection.
I know, I'm going to cane those in 5
I'm
minutes.
looking forward to this one. And he also got these festive Bakewells.
So, guys, what we will be doing, this is obviously today's taste test. We've got one more before Christmas. So, we will try and get a few more festive bits before Christmas that we haven't done here. We may even retry these if we're going to do a taste test again. I don't know.
Yeah, if I manage to get the crumble top, what you call it ones, crumble top Tesco ones, we can try them against each other.
Where are we? Jensen said, well, I'm not happy because school almost let us in 20 minutes late this morning. Why? What happened?
Ooh.
Did they keep you all waiting outside? Hey, look, Aoife, how are you?
Hey, Eva, hope you're well.
Merry Christmas to you too. Merry Christmas, Mark and Kels. We are out at Handel's Messiah. Oh, wonderful.
Ooh.
You know Handel's Messiah?
No.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. That's Handel's Messiah.
Hallelujah.
That's the one. Dwayne, how are you doing?
Hey,
Good to
Dwayne,
see you.
hope you're well.
How are you doing? So, Dwayne, we subscribe to your channel. Anybody that hasn't can do if you want to subscribe to Dwayne. I did love the one you were doing of the karaoke that you were doing. I thought you singing on the karaoke was really, really good. So
I've
like that.
I've not caught that one, so I'll have to catch up.
You're looking very festive. Well, we hope so. We're both trying to do that. So my plan, as I did say, and I've kept it up. This is your first festive one. We will do our festive jumpers. I've got quite a few actually. Kelly said, "Oh, you haven't got enough festive jumpers."
Hold on a second. I've worn a
Wrong.
festive jumper every day. It's just that when I get in, I get changed, and I'm in my pajamas.
There's
Just
no
saying.
difference.
But I wear a festive jumper every day.
I've got a festive Death Star and I've got a festive TIE Fighter. There you go, and a festive Stormtrooper.
I've got about like five Christmas jumpers.
Oh, Anglican Church waiting for Handel's Messiah to begin. So, are you actually watching a performance? Is that what you're watching? So, actually, do you know what? That's one thing I'd love to do one year is actually go. So they do a carol service and a candlelight service.
You would like to go to a carol service?
Not so much a carol service, but I would. It's not carol. Sorry, it's more Christmas songs. Yeah, I suppose it is carols.
Yeah, it's carols.
But they do it candlelit one at the crypt. I think one year we should do that.
We should do that.
I mean,
I'm all about going to a carol service. A friend of mine, she one year where I was working before, she was like, "Oh, let's there's one here, let's go." So it was right by work. I was like, "Yeah, all right." Then we went, and obviously they sing carols, and I was in the choir. So I'm like, "Joy to the world." Anyway, she was shocked that I was singing, but obviously it's a carol service and I'm gonna sing.
Yeah, so let us know, Aoife. What is it about? What are you doing? Are you actually waiting? You're in the church as well. Are they actually going to do a choir thing? We don't want to get you into trouble if you're listening to us live. So are we all?
Yeah.
Suncott said, "Oh, I have the crumble top ones from Tesco. Or you're going to make Kelly just jealous." So the actual fact, funny enough, we can try. These are the crumble top ones from Waitrose. So as you can see, we've got some Tesco ones. Now I got these from Tesco, but they didn't have the crumble top ones in our local Tesco, unfortunately, which is
and I said to them, I was like, they're not going to have it.
No,
because they're like, you have to go to a big one.
Yeah, this was a small local
and
one.
Yeah, it's, you know, there's so many expresses around, which are amazing, by the way, because I love a little Tesco Express. And I was in M&S today, but they didn't have any crumble top mince pies, but I have ordered them in a shop. Yeah, just not this shop.
There you go. So I just distracted by the panettone. Jensen said, right, they're supposed to let us in at 10 to 9, but they let us in at 10 past 9. But they should come out 2 minutes before, and I will have a chat with them when I go back with the manager stroke head teacher so they can sort it out.
Wow.
Well, Jensen, just relax now. You are off for 2 whole weeks.
Sometimes things can't be helped, Jensen.
Absolutely.
And you have to have the patience. And then, you know, and allow people just to, sometimes, you know, things happen and all of that type of stuff. So go easy on them. Don't, you know.
Yeah, but don't worry about that now, Jensen. You got 2 weeks off.
Exactly.
2 whole weeks. So we do have some other bits and bobs. We're not going to try them today.
No.
Sorry, I thought I had banging on the thing. So we will be trying that a bit later on. These a bit later on. We just want to let a few more people in, and there are a few American viewers I'm hoping will turn up so they can see British fare, because part of our deal is to actually try and show what we eat.
And shockingly, they don't have Christmas crackers in the States.
No, you said.
Yeah. And it was only because someone at work told me, because I work with a couple of Americans, and they were like, yeah, we don't have, and I was like, what? But they are equally shocked that we don't do Thanksgiving. But obviously,
but why would we?
Yeah, why would we? I'm like, you guys don't do Thanksgiving? No, because it doesn't affect us.
No, well, the whole pilgrims thing.
Yeah.
I did say to my class to join, so I hope they will join. Well, if they join, they join. If they don't, they don't. But you are here.
But you're here, and that's good. Exactly.
So, Suncott is a big advocate for the crumble top mince pies from Tesco. Now, we have tried these before. I think, well, obviously, this time last year.
But you know what? I didn't see the caramel. So they do like a crumble top mince pie. They also did a caramel one.
They did. I remember.
And I don't think they did it this year when I was having a look. I'm going to have another quick look, but I don't think they were doing the caramel one, because I really wanted to get the caramel one as well.
Now, one of the things I did notice as well with that one, if you guys may have seen it tried this last year, and it's a long time ago, so it is a year, but from memory, it was pretty sweet. That caramel was sweet, and of course the mince pie is sweet. I thought it was a bit too sweet.
That's because you don't know what you're talking about.
No, I know, but also, see, Kelly likes the iced ones.
I know, I don't.
Oh, you do? Don't?
No.
Or is it your mum?
I don't know who. No, my mum likes puff pastry.
Oh, I see. I think that the iced ones are too sweet.
Yeah, the ice ones, they're far too sweet. They are very, very sweet. I don't like those ones.
But guys, put it in the chat. Let us know. Do you like the icing on it? Is it the crumble top? It's the one you want. Is it the traditional pastry one? Or do you prefer puff pastry? Or are you not a fan of mince pies at all? There are 2 of my classmates have YouTube channels plus me. Oh, amazing.
Oh, wow.
There you go. And Dwayne has one too.
Mm.
There we go. So do they have it?
I don't know if this might be last year's picture, because I just Googled it. So this could be last. They say they don't have it. So this could have been last year and not this year. Yeah, because look, 2023.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you are. I've got to be honest. I did find them a bit too sweet. Maybe that's what people think. But also the ones with the ice and sugar are ultra sweet.
Yeah, they're ultra sweet. I wouldn't have those.
So yeah, let us know what your opinion is on the mince pie.
I mean, the crumble top mince pies are elite. So
I'm not a big fan, I'm afraid to say, of chocolate log as well. I think it's just too rich.
I like a good chocolate log. So it has to be a good chocolate log. That's all I'm saying.
So the live plans next week. So I will tell you, Jensen. So next week, we will have a live on Tuesday. We will not have one on Friday, which is Boxing Day. And then it will be the following Tuesday, which will be the 20. 27, 28, 29, 30th, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then we'll just do it as normal. So we will keep doing. So there'll be a live next Tuesday, not Friday. The following Tuesday, the following Friday, and as we normally do. So that's the plan.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They're also doing a brandy buttercream mince pie.
Ooh.
I don't know if it was good, but I did get it for work. And so it's sitting in a basket at work because we had some mince pies. We had mini mince pies, which I think are brilliant because if you don't like a full mince pie, you can have a mini mince pie, and I think that's terrific. So what I did, I made an almond cream and I made a Di Serrano cream, so an alcoholic one. And
Liam, how are you?
Hey Liam, it's been a minute.
How you been? Good to see you.
Good to see you. So we had some mini mince pies at work, and then I bought some cream. So I whisked up the almond cream and I whisked up the Di Serrano cream. The Di Serrano one is the one that finished the quickest. And what I said to people, just put a little dollop, because there's so many people that don't like mince pies. So many.
Yeah, I know.
And I said, listen, you ain't tried it my way. So let me tell you right now, try it. And people are like, oh, no. I said, try it. Just try it.
Liam, you've just joined us. What's your take on mince pies?
And they put a dollop of my cream on, and lo and behold, what happened? They enjoyed the mince pie.
Oh, wow. Liam said, it's been a crazy week. I've had a work party, gym party, and then your nan died. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your nan dying. I'm really sorry to hear about that.
Really sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Oh, we're good, thank you. How are you? Good to see you, though.
I hope you're okay, as well as can be.
Yeah. Oh, Liam, it's really good to see you. It is. So, yeah. But like I say, you've got your work party, the gym party. How are your parties? And anybody else, if you've had a work party, a big party, let us know. How has your parties been? Have you been to a staff party? Have you been to a school party? Have you been to a college party? Let us know what you've been up to and how it was. I've not done a works party this year. I don't think work actually did one. Normally,
you don't go to them anyway.
No, but I don't know. That's not here or there, whether they do them or not. I'm not a huge fan of mince pies. They're okay. And actually, Liam, I'm the same. I can take or leave them.
You know what? Because you ain't tried them with my cream. That's all I'm saying.
Kelly's cream.
Like I said, loads of people. There was one guy that was adamant, and I was like, have half of the mince pie, but you better have some of that cream. He tried it, and then he did not want to. He goes, yeah, it's all right. Yeah, because you weren't eating it the right way until I came along. That's why.
That's it. His life changed forever after Kelly's cream.
Just saying.
Wishing you all the best, Liam, says Jensen.
Yeah.
Funerals on the 30th. She had a tough year. I'm sorry to hear that, Liam. I really, really am. I hope you're bearing up. Now, Liam, I need to ask you. You said work party. And you said the work party was cool, went round the manager's house. Are you now in a job? Because last time we spoke, you just quit work or you had just finished work. So is this like a works party from an old job that you did, or have you actually got a job now? And if so, congratulations. Congratulations. Anyway, we'll see what he says. Right, now then, let us delve. So, guys.
I should have done a whipped cream.
Yeah, well, too late.
Now that I think about it, I should have done a whipped cream.
Well, we can still do that for Tuesday if we can get some more. So, St. Cot, we will try and get that crumble top. We will try. And
then I'll do an almond.
Oh, you work at a vegan cafe. Amazing.
Wow.
Oh, amazing.
I bet you're learning a lot of stuff because I know you're into your veganism and stuff like that.
Yes.
So I bet you're learning a lot.
We have some kids changing classes in my year group. Oh, okay. So it's going to be a bit of, so you get some new friends, we get some new people in your class. They cook whatever you want for lunch. Now, Liam, are you cooking?
Oh.
Are you cooking?
That's really interesting. So they don't have like a menu that people just come in and what they just say, can I have, I don't know,
vegan omelette? Yeah.
And then you would cook a vegan omelette. Is that the sort of thing? Because what if I came in and I said, I want a dal with chapati, vegan, and I have heard of this, the restaurants that do that they will cook whatever you want.
So interestingly, let us
interesting.
know what you do. Kirsty, hello.
Hey, Kirsty, hope you're well.
Good to see you. Good evening, everyone, and a festive wishes. And festive wishes to you. We send it from our Christmas jumpers. Right. How have you been, Kirsty? Oh, and how's your son's foot, by the way? Has he got through the whole Jurassic Park thing? But how is it? Did he actually break it in the end? I know when we last spoke, you were having to take him in to go and get it checked out. So I hope he's okay. Right, if you've just joined us, we will be doing our little Christmas fair. So we've got the Mr Kipling Festive Bakewells. Never seen these before. So
we've got the #1 range from Waitrose. Crumble top mince pie with cranberry and orange.
We have the panettone. Now, this is the chocolate chip mini panettone. A little bit. So there we go.
We also have Tesco's finest caramelised nut selection.
So a bit of a small one there. We will get some more for next week, but this is what we'll be trying today. Right now. Oh, thank God it's not broken. He's on the mend. Oh, that's amazing.
Brilliant.
That means hopefully he'll heal a lot quicker.
Yeah.
Liam said, no, I'm not cooking. They have a menu. The main meals are usually at 2:30. Right. Okay. That makes sense. So I mean, I get free lunch. He gets to pick what he wants.
Oh, I see. Because I was just like, oh, they cook what you want. I was just like, how does that work?
That's amazing.
But
Liam.
that makes more sense.
Also, that's right up your street because you're so healthy. Jensen said we are changing some kids to different classes, so we're getting 2 kids in the opposite classroom, and one of our kids are going to their classroom. Right, that makes sense. So, do you like the ones that are coming into your classroom? Do you know them? And Kirsty, I'm so glad about your son that he's on the mend. I think that's it. The fact that it's not broken is great. So, hopefully, he'll heal quite quick. Right, shall we start with these?
Let's start with those.
So, these are the Mr Kipling Festive Bakewells. I've heard of Bakewells, never festive. What makes them festive? I have no idea.
Maybe sprinkles and not a cherry?
Could be.
Now, I used to really enjoy these type of things, but they're too sweet for me now and I can't eat them.
I got to say, right, one thing I've noticed, I've not had Mr Kipling for years. I used to have these as a kid. And then we've done them on a taste test. I think I bought a load for Halloween. And my God, is it a lot sweeter than I remember.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my palate is, I don't know about elevated, but changed. But there we go. So it's exceedingly good. Festive tarts, light pastry case with layers of plum and raspberry jam, moist sponge, soft icing with sprinkles. I get the impression the only festive thing is they got sprinkles.
Yeah, that's it, because you just said raspberry jam.
Right, we're going to trade. We have 1 teacher and 1 TA, but we need 2 TAs. Teaching assistants, I think you mean, don't you? Right, here we go. That's what it looks like.
It's less sweet now than it used to be. But it tastes the same as a Bakewell tart.
There is nothing festive about this apart from the sprinkle. That's it. And actually, I prefer the other one because you lose a cherry. Now, Mr. Kipling, you should have, and this is just my opinion, to make this festive, you should have put some like Christmas spices in here,
or mince, like mincemeat. You should. That is a joke thing. I'm just saying.
It's nice as a Bakewell, but a Bakewell should have the cherry on. He's removed the cherry. I say he. They've removed the cherry. They put the sprinkles on top and called it Christmas.
Called it festive.
Yeah, festive.
They don't call it Christmas. They call it festive.
Right. It's nice, but I don't think it does what it says on the tin.
It doesn't warrant anything.
Oh, hash browns are £5.50 for 2. They are big squares. Liam, I love a hash brown.
I love a hash brown.
Do you sell them separately? Do you just have or is that a side?
No, you're saying for 2.
Yeah, I know, but could you just order, like I said, would that be a meal?
Like if you ordered a breakfast, you mean, would that come within the breakfast, or would you have to have it as a side?
Liam, let us know. Do people actually order it and just have 2 massive squares of hash brown? I think I could do that. We moved to different classes for each lesson and different teachers as well. Oh, okay. So going back to our Mr. Kipling thing, yeah, I'm not so sure.
I can rate this now.
No, let's do it afterwards. But they're nice. I've got to say I prefer the original Bakewell. You've messed with the recipe, and all you've done is added some sprinkles.
I don't mind. I don't hate that they've made it less sweet. I like that they've made it less sweet, but It's no different to a Bakewell tart.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. If I blindfolded you, took a bite of that, you would say Bakewell tart.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't say. I'd say, what's Christmassy about it? You would say, what would you say?
Nothing.
Nothing. And that's my point. All right. Nice, but anyway. Jensen says, I'm going to my aunties and uncles for lunch and my nana and granddad's in the evening. Amazing. So that is your Christmas plans. We will talk about everybody's Christmas plans in a mo. Right, but I have no nans anymore. Oh, bless you. I know, Liam. It's one of those things.
Yeah, neither do I.
Oh, you have a granddad though. That's good.
That's nice. I don't have any grandparents now.
No, I don't either.
Yeah.
So I know it's one of those.
Open it from the side.
Right, open from the side. So this is the chocolate chip panettone. Now I love panettone. I prefer the fruit. Unfortunately, when I went there, this is the only one they had.
You do have to open it upside down.
Side dish hash brown.
Maybe you do have to.
I think you do. Yeah. Do you know what? I would be very tempted, Liam, to get a right. This is almost like a little muffin.
Yeah. You can eat that by yourself.
Oh, I could. I think I may. But we are going to share this because this is all part of the taste test. So it says festive. Well, it doesn't even say festive. It's got Christmas trees and everything on it. Right, okay. Oh, that smells nice. Looks nice. Looks nice. If I bake that, I'd be happy with it. Okay. Do you want to give this a try? So I think the best way to do this is just break a bit off.
Yeah.
You can just tear the side bit and just break a bit off. All right, I'm going to whip into it. Here we go. This is not the way to probably to eat it, but you know, less finesse. Right, here we go. I got to be honest, I prefer the fruit one.
This is quite claggy.
Oh, really? I don't get that.
Yeah. It's doughy, claggy. I don't like the chocolate that they've used.
No, I don't like the chocolate. I agree.
It tastes of alcohol.
It does, but there's no booze in it. I checked.
Well,
no, it isn't. No booze in it.
That's a disappointment from both those things.
It's not that bad. I think I do agree with Kelly. The chocolate isn't that good. I've got to be honest, I did want to get a fruit one, but they didn't have any. Our local Tesco's got absolutely nothing in it. So unfortunately, it's got like the real base stuff. So this is the chocolate chip one. The chocolate isn't great, but the actual cake itself, if I use that term, is actually quite pleasant. As you can see, if I can break that off, it's actually just comes off in little layers like that. So it's almost like a bread, as panettone is.
Yeah.
I
don't know what you're talking about because it says alcohol right there.
Oh, I missed that. So there you go. Got a very unusual taste.
Yeah, it's got an alcohol smell to it.
But there you go. So that is the panettone, chocolate chip panettone.
Barley, malt extract, alcohol, salt, and flavorings.
There you go. So that's that one. Jensen said, on Wednesday evening, I'm going to Nana and Granddad's house to help them make the pigs in blankets and the big chicken and bacon, as well and take to my auntie and uncle's house. Very nice.
I bought some pigs in blankets today.
Who is going to have pigs and blankets for Christmas? Let us know. Put it in the chat. Right, that's that one. What's next? Do you want to do the nuts or do you want to do the mince pie?
Let's do the nuts.
I'm looking forward to these.
I'm looking forward to the nuts.
All right, here we go. So, that's it. That's what we're doing. So these are the caramelised nut selection.
I hope these are nice.
Here we go.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. So actually, you've got a nice selection of these. Look, I think you've got
cashews, which are my favourite.
Oh yeah, here we go. All right.
Okay. Now we're talking. I think the only thing that's missing is that they're not roasted. You know, they're not warm.
These are really good.
They are nice.
Okay.
I'm not mad about that.
A Moorish mix of lightly salted caramelized almonds, cashew nuts, hazelnuts, pecan nuts, and macadamia nuts.
I knew there was macadamia nuts because
Do you know what? I would think these were good. These are like a really, really posh, really, really nice granola. Mmm.
no, they're just caramelized nuts.
Try and work with me here. You could put them in a topping. And that would be incredible. Mmm.
I think if you put these on top of a cake or a trifle, these would be really nice.
Mmm.
As long as no one's got a nut allergy.
Yeah. Couldn't take these on the plane, but
Yeah, you can. You can eat nuts on the plane unless they say to you there's someone with a nut allergy.
of course they don't give nuts on planes anymore.
No.
If they gave these, I'd be in seventh heaven.
Right. I mean, they give pretzels. Pretzels are not bad, but
Oh, don't
and I probably prefer pretzels to nuts. But
Mm.
if they did these nuts, that would be nice.
That is tremendous.
Mm.
That really is. Jensen, have you got a Christmas elf? Because we have one in the classroom doing things. What's your Christmas elf doing?
Elf on a shelf.
Elf on the shelf. Right. Okay. You can see I'm enjoying that.
I know, because you're just eating.
They're very, very good. Right. Last, but by no means least, we have the crumble top mince pie with cranberry and orange. Black treacle sunflower. Venetian orange. I have more of these nuts. As you can probably imagine, these nuts are going to get a high score.
And as you can imagine, they're going to be finished.
Unfortunately, I can't help that.
Now, you want to do half?
Yeah. Okay. Think hot. I think these will be down your street. Up the street, I should say. Kirsty said, Jensen, we have the most ridiculous elf. He's been wrapping the Christmas tree in toilet paper and getting up to all sorts of shenanigans, says Kirsty. There you go, Jensen. Listen, my best friend Alex's channel is called TWXNY and King, but K instead of the I, it's one. Jensen, did you hear that? Did you hear what Kirsty's elf has been doing?
These elves will run amok, let me tell you.
Look, our elf, as you can see, has left all his clothes up there. Right, okay. Next up. I've got to stop eating these. The crumble top mince pie. You're right there. Pulled out half your teeth with it. My goodness, Kirsty, have a look in the internet. As well. What should you look on the internet for? What the elves do, or for your friends thing? Now look at those. They're almost like snow dusted right here. Actually, that's really good.
I gotta say, I do like Waitrose's #1 range.
I've got to say, I'm like Liam. I'm not the world's biggest fan of mince pies. I can take or leave them. These are very good. They got
orange in them as well.
Yeah, I can taste the cranberry as well, but Kelly's right. The orange is really good.
Put it in there.
No,
put it in there.
Okay.
I'll have some water, please.
Yeah. So, first of all, apologies we couldn't get more stuff. We really, really, really wanted to get the Tesco Finest crumble top. Because I know, Sincott, you're a fan of them. You're a big fan of them.
I love them.
Right, now.
But these are all right.
Now, tell me, I'm going to have another bite of these. Which do you prefer?
I still think I prefer the Tesco one, but
Oh, really?
I will have to try it to know for sure. Because it's been a year since I've tried them.
Yeah. Scandalously, we found some in the cupboard that we put back from last year. I thought, oh no, I can't eat those. They're well out of date. But they probably would have been all right. But there you go. Right, guys. So that is our little foray into summer Christmas stuff. We haven't got much, I'm afraid. So apologies we didn't get loads. let's start with our rating.
We do have a Yule log though, by the way, but that's going to be for Christmas.
Right, okay. We started off with the Mr. I'm laughing because it says festive. Mr. Mr. Kipling 6 festive Bakewells. These are about as festive as July. So I think the only festive thing about them is the actual box. So it's got the Christmas tree and the reindeer. I mean, you could kind of sort of semi-argue that they look a little festive.
Let me give you my score. 2.
Is that what you're giving?
2.
I think that's harsh, and I'll tell you why. It just tastes like a Bakewell top, but
that's why it's a 2.
But you wouldn't score a Bakewell 2.
But it's not festive. How can you score it anything else? It's not festive.
All right. What if you scored a 10? The summer eclair you got from M&S. Do you remember the lemon? If I said this is a festive lemon thing, would you still give it a 2? Bear in mind you scored it a 10.
Okay.
So can't you like those ones?
So a chocolate eclair is a chocolate eclair, right?
Yeah.
They didn't put a thing on it and call it a summer edition. They didn't give a chocolate eclair and then put the sun on the packet and say, oh yeah, this is a summer edition. They created a whole new flavor and called it summer edition.
No, I get that. But my point is you wouldn't drop it from a 10 to a 2 because it had the word festive in it. I don't think you would score this.
What are you talking about?
I don't think, my point is, I don't think you would score this a 2 if you were just taste testing a Bakewell.
Right. If I was just taste testing a Bakewell, I would be judging it on being a Bakewell.
Right.
I'm judging this on being a festive treat.
All right. I think that's a little harsh. I'm going to give that a 6. I think it's worse than a Bakewell, and I don't mean it's bad, but it's not as good, I should say.
You're judging it on a Bakewell.
No. I'm judging it on the cake itself. I would give it a 7 as a taste, but I'm dropping 1 point because it's not festive.
You cannot judge it on. You have to judge it if it's festive.
Oh,
it is not festive. It is a 2.
This is really controversial. I've never seen controversial over a Bakewell, but there you go. So, guys, these are not festive. They are pleasant, and I'm going to be honest with you. When I bought these, they were actually in the reduced section. I thought, well, they must be going off soon. But the going off date or the best before date is the 19th of January.
Let me put it to you guys, right?
Hang on, let me finish. I haven't finished what I was saying. So the 19th, and I thought, but why would you reduce it if it's the 19th of January? So I was saying to Kelly, I think the only reason it is maybe they're not popular. And I don't think they are. They're not as good as regular Bakewells. And I think that's the reason why they were reduced them. But go on, what were you saying?
Let me put it out to you guys. Would you judge this on the taste, as in like it's basically a Bakewell, or would you judge it on whether it's festive? That's what we need to know.
So anyway, I'm going to judge it on taste. I am going to take into consideration it said it's festive and it's not. So I'm only dropping a point. I don't think it should drop loads of points. So I'm going to give this a 7. That's what I'm going to give this. No, 6. I think I gave it a 6.
6. And I'm going to give it a 2 because it's not festive.
Wow.
There's nothing Christmassy about it.
No, there is nothing Christmassy about it.
So why would I score it any higher?
Okay. Next up,
I'd give it a 0.
Hey, Dwayne, how you doing?
Hey, Dwayne, how are you?
Good to see you. Oh, your Christmas play went well, Jensen.
Oh,
well
wow,
done.
well done.
When we finish this food review, I will ask you more about your Christmas play because I do want to hear about it. Next up, we have the panettone. So this is the chocolate chip panettone. It is Tesco's finest again. I prefer the fruit one. What would you score this?
Is this a festive treat?
Well, I would say yes, because if we look at the packaging, that suggests it's festive.
Okay, so under normal circumstances, if it wasn't Christmas, would it still be the same?
Yes, because panettone is an Italian Christmas thing. That's why. It is traditionally served at Christmas.
But you can get it all year round.
Yes, but
So it's no different.
No, but that doesn't mean it's not Christmas. I mean, you can probably get eggnog all year round somewhere on Amazon or something.
Yeah, but that's a Christmas.
Yes,
thing.
I know, but so's this. Just because you can get it all year round doesn't mean it's not Christmassy. If you've got mince pies all year round, I bet you could get mince pies all year round if you wanted it. I've been known to enjoy mince pies poolside. But I digress. What are you scoring this?
I didn't like this, but I'll give it a 4.
I give it a 5. I got to say, much prefer the fruit. I agree with Kelly. Kelly is right. The chocolate in this isn't great.
It smells very strong. I don't like it.
Yeah, I agree. I wouldn't get it again. Oh, actually, let's do that. So I'm just going to assume you wouldn't get the Mr Kipling ones again. So is that true?
Yeah, that is true.
I wouldn't get this again
I wouldn't
either.
get that
I wouldn't
again.
get that again.
I didn't like the chocolate in it either.
No, that's what I just said. I agree with you. You are right on that. I do 100% agree with you. Right, next up. We can redeem ourselves. We can redeem ourselves. So the next up are the caramelised nut section. What are you giving these?
I would give these a 9, and you're going to ask me why not a 10. I can't tell you what it is, but there is something missing. And I can't tell you what it is.
Kelly and I are becoming more in tune because I agree totally with what Kelly said. I give this a 9. And I also agree the only reason, we always think of you, St. Cock, because you always say that. What stops it being a 10?
Stops it?
For me, the only thing that stops it being a 10, it's missing something. I think it needs something.
Maybe it's not caramelized enough.
No,
maybe.
Do you know what I think it is? It needs something a little sweet in there. I would put do you know what I would put in there? I would put in little pieces of cranberry or little pieces of cherry.
No. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe because I think of honey cashews. I don't know.
I'm splitting it hairs though because this is really, really good.
Yeah. There is something. I don't know. Maybe there needs to be toffee pieces or.
No, I don't need that.
I don't know.
But something sweet. But these are really, really good.
They are really good though.
But
there's something missing and I can't tell you what it is, and that's why it doesn't score a 10.
But a 9 is good.
Mm.
And the fact that you and I are stuffing our faces with it.
And I would get them again.
Yeah, 100%. All right. Last but not least are the 4 crumble mince pies. Right, that's what they look like. Right, I'm going to have a little. I'm going to finish that last little bit. Right, what are you going to give these?
I'd give them an 8.
I agree. They're really, really good. I was pleasantly surprised with these. We'll have to compare it to Tesco's, but they are really good. Using your analogy, I would say they're worth the calories.
Now, I'm going to put it to you guys. Let us know in the chat. If you were doing a food review, like we're doing right now, and you came across these Bakewell tarts, these festive Bakewell tarts, would you judge them on whether they're festive or not? Or would you judge them on the taste? Now, bear in mind, they taste exactly like a Bakewell tart, except for they don't have the cherry. They have sprinkles. Now, would you judge them on whether they're festive? Or would you judge them if they taste like Bakewells?
Ooh, harsh. Right. Let me catch up. Jensen said, some kids in school have been drawing on the building. Oh, wow. And my classmate has been rubbing it off. And it left a stain. And I told my best friend, staff member. Oh, wow. They might be in trouble. At least you actually spotted it. Well done. Sam, how are you?
Hey, Sam. Hope you're well.
Good to see you. How are you feeling, Sam? Are you feeling a bit better? I'm hoping you're on the mend because it's Christmas coming up. And I'm hoping you're going to feel much better this week. This is just, next week. A few more days to recover. I hope you're feeling a bit better. Lovely to see you. Dwayne, you've been all right? Everything good? I know I did say hello to you earlier, but I just we'll see how you're getting on. Right, Kirsty said this. Kirsty said, sorry, I agree with Kelly on the Bakewells. They are probably very nice, but something you could buy all year round. That's true. It's not a festive treat. Mince pie Bakewell needs a rethink.
Yeah.
Now, funny you should say that, Kirsty. They did do Mr Kipling's mince pies, but I didn't get them because Kelly prefers the crumble top.
Yeah.
So I wanted to give these because I saw festive and I said, let's give these a try.
Christmas, yeah.
I do agree with you. You can't put the word festive and just have them exactly the same, just taking out the cherry. I think they should have put some festive spices in. It's almost like we've got tons and tons of these in the stock.
Look at the pack. It says plum and raspberry jam. There's no plum in there. There's no plum in there. It's raspberry jam. They're trying it.
I do wonder if they've done that. They think we want to make something Christmas, but we haven't got a lot of money to spend on it. So what we'll do, we'll take the cherry off and put sprinkles on instead.
And that was
Job
even
done.
worse.
Job done. Yeah, I agree with
Because
Kelly.
I would want my cherry on
Yeah,
top.
absolutely. The cherry makes it. That's the whole point of it. So, good point, Kirsty. I do think that is a really, really good point. I don't think, again, I wouldn't get these again. I agree with Kelly. There's nothing Christmassy about them.
There's no plum in there.
No. So, Mr. Kipling, if you're watching, I definitely think you need to up your game. Definitely put in some spices if you want to call it festive. Right, so there you have it. So the winner, actually, in fact, only just over the mince pies is the caramelized nut selection. I know we're not really comparing apples for apples, but that is a really, really good thing.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the crumble top number ones. As mince pies go, crumble tops are my favorite. I was shocked. So one year I got mince pies and I put them out and stuff. And my mum, I was shocked when my mum said to me, "Oh, she likes mince pies." I was like, "Since when?" Because we didn't grow. So somebody asked me on here, can't remember who it was. Troy asked, what's the tradition that we have in Mauritius? And I had to think about it because I don't ever remember having anything different. And when I spoke to my mum about it, she goes, "Well, we just have the same as they do in England because, you know," and she said, the only difference is we cook it differently. So that's the only difference, is that in Mauritius they cook it differently. It's very hot there at this time of year.
Yeah.
So it's their summertime. So they cook it over coals. Like a barbecue like they do in Australia, because in Australia too it's hot and they do a barbecue for Christmas. This is similar because in Mauritius they have the kitchen outside, so they cook over coals and all that. And because in my mind I was thinking, well, when I was growing up and I was little, I don't remember eating anything different than, you know, all of that. But then again, I can't remember like typical Christmas dinner. I remember the Christmas days and, you know, getting loads of presents and opening loads of presents and stuff like that. But I don't remember what we had on Christmas Day. And if anything, luckily for me, it would have been my granddad that would have cooked, because my mum at that point was a terrible cook. She was terrible. And she traumatized me with a lot of food. Hence, I'm quite fussy now at being older. But yeah, are you, Mr. Bakewell?
Yeah, I know. Jensen said, Kirsty, Mark, and Kelly, what was the stupidest thing your elf did so far?
Oh, well,
he made us buy these.
Luckily for us, we don't have an elf that lives with us currently.
No,
that's not to say that, yeah, there won't be a madness next year, but currently we don't have one. But there is one that moved in my mum's house, and I don't know what messes that little elf has been up to over there.
So Kelly's mum, if you're watching, you have to sort out your elf.
Yeah, you'll have to let us know what the elf's been up to.
And it's not good for your elf. St. Cart said, I will try and get the Waitrose ones. Be really interesting if you did, to see what you think and compared. I thought these were quite good, I have to say. Hey, Charlie, how you doing?
Hey, Charlie, hope you're well.
Good on you. How you been? Dwayne said, I've got 45 subscribers. You do, Dwayne, and we are one of them.
We are.
We are one of them. Charlie said, I have created 2,800 videos on my YouTube channel now. That is fantastic. That is a lot, Charlie.
I think we've just got over 1,000.
Yeah, we're just over 1,000 miles. That is amazing, though.
That's crazy.
Keep up the good work. You're really good. Jensen said, my channel is called Jensen Loves GWR 165 Trains. So we've got quite a few train enthusiasts, actually. Richard Adventures likes trains.
Great Western Railway, if you didn't know.
45 subscribers, says Dwayne. Right, Charlie said, I went to Domino's Pizza in Scunthorpe, Ashby Street yesterday, so I created the video today. Charlie's got 853 followers. What did you think about the Domino's Pizza? Now, you're not a big fan of Domino's, are you?
I mean, I don't mind. I feel like finding good pizza is like a real gold mine. You can find loads of mediocre pizzas, right? Let's face it, Pizza Hut's mediocre, Domino's is mediocre. You can find tons of mediocre places, but it's whether you can find them good places. That's what makes the difference. Now, pizza is pizza. It's tomato, it's cheese, and some type of topping, and oregano. I really do enjoy a pizza, but I think all the pizza, I'm waiting to try that elite pizza. So we tried a couple in the States.
Yeah.
I liked them. I thought they were above average. I really enjoyed them, but I haven't tried that pizza, and it's all I haven't tried that pizza.
So has anybody tried that pizza? What has been your favorite pizza? The best pizza I ever had was in the States.
Ooh.
When I told you when we went to I forget where it was. It was actually, funny enough, it was in a bowling alley in
in Splitsville.
Yeah, it's Splitsville.
Yeah,
I was shocked. I thought I was really hungry, and maybe that added to it. But we went in there, and I said, I'm just going to order a pizza. I thought it'd be an average pizza. It was incredible. It was such a good pizza.
Do you know what I watched? So before we left, I said about Splitsville. One of the guys tried the pizza, and he said the pizza was really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah,
it's one of the best pizzas I've ever had. I've got to say.
I mean, he lives in the States. He didn't say that was the best pizza he'd ever had, because there's gonna be in the States. It's one of those things where they pride themselves on a pizza.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go, because even that cab driver, when we went in May, and he said to try that. We didn't get a chance to try the other pizza place.
No,
but he said to try. He said it's really, really good. But so a lot of cab drivers or Uber drivers are from out of state, so they don't always live in Florida. They come from out of state. They came from elsewhere, and then they've settled in Florida and stuff. And I can't remember where I want to say he was from New York, and he was telling us a few pizzerias that were over that side. But he said that he was telling us about the best ones that were here. That I say that we're here, and obviously not here, but in Florida, just not too far from International Drive and stuff. And he was telling, but we didn't get a chance to go.
No, what would he call it? Is there something mushroom or mushroom?
I think it was called mushroom.
Yeah, I think it was called mushroom pizza, but it looked good.
Yeah.
Charlie said, right now, talking of which, on my post, my YouTube channel, which is the best pizza in Scunthorpe, I had a lot of people voting on my post, my YouTube channel now. Right, so Charlie and everybody else, please let us know, what is your favorite pizza place?
Yeah.
Now, it could be a local one. And for me, the best pizzas I've had in the UK have actually been from a local Italian restaurant, not a chain one.
Let us know, because if for some reason we are in that area one day, because you never know. It's been a while since we've travelled around the UK.
Yeah.
But if one day we happen to be in that part of the world where you think, oh my God, the pizza here is so good, we would definitely like to go and try it.
Dwayne said his channel is Dwayne Curley -19B. Right, so Charlie said the best pizza is not Domino's.
Yeah.
That is not the best pizza. Jensen said, my videos will be on Sunday at 2 o'clock. My lives on most Mondays and Thursdays. My bonus video on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. There you are.
That's a lot of video. That's a lot of lives and videos.
6:30 till 10 to 8. That's very precise. So there you go. Right, Kirsty said, I would love to visit New York and try the pizzerias there. There is an amazing place in Oxford called the White Rabbit. Their pizza is amazing. Our favorite. Oh, interesting. Thank you, guys. Now, we have been to Oxford.
And we've been meaning to go to Oxford again.
We are. So maybe that's something we'll pick up in the summer. We do want to get on the road again, because Kelly and I tend to sort of do London, but we do want to spend some sort of time going other different places. So
yeah, because when we first got together, we went to all different places and stuff like that. And we haven't done that. I think we haven't done that for a long time. And when we came out of the pandemic and stuff like that, and flights were settling again and all of this, the first place we wanted to go to was going to be Florida, because we hadn't been in so long. We did contemplate Vegas, because we also love Vegas. But then we said, you know what, let's do those places. And then the following year, meaning this year, we were again debating, and then Mark was like, oh, do you know what? I want to go to Vegas. I was like, all right, then cool. I'll choose somewhere else to go. Then he's going, oh no, I thought I was going to go to Vegas and you were going to choose Florida. And I was like, huh? So he would get to go to both. I was like, no, if you're going to choose somewhere different, I'm going to choose somewhere different. I said, if you want to do Florida, then I'll choose Florida as well. But if you want to do something different, I also want to do something different. So then he wanted to do Florida. So then I ended up doing Florida.
So that's what we did Florida twice. But going
Both
back
years.
Going back to this, but we do want to try and get back out of the UK a little bit more because we are conscious we haven't done that for a while. So we do tend to sort of stick in London. London's fantastic because it's got so many restaurants.
So many. You could never do an afternoon tea twice if you tried.
No, exactly. You could easily do. We were saying this. Every hotel in London's got its afternoon tea, pretty much. So
in fact, let me just respond to someone. I will do a written response, but someone commented on one of our videos.
I just want gone.
11 pretty birdies. Okay, so she said, love you guys, such nice people, and I love your reviews. A fan here from Spain. Now she had that was on which was a lovely thing to say, and thank you 11 pretty birdies. She I say she, might not be she, I don't know.
No.
So they commented on bread ahead afternoon tea. Now they also 11 pretty birdies also commented on another one of our videos, and I believe that was another afternoon tea. But 11 pretty birdies also asked a question.
Right. What is the question?
So let me.
We'll go on to that. So Kirsty, I wonder actually, is the White Rabbit an ode to Alice in Wonderland? Because obviously Lewis Carroll was born in Oxford, wasn't he? So I just wonder if that's the reason they called it the White Rabbit. I'm stocked up on videos from last week and this week and next week, says Jensen. Right, we'll have to check out your channel, Jensen. And I won't be doing any live stream this year. It'll be getting started next year. Okay. Kirsty said, I think if you do a day trip up to Bicester Village. Bicester, sorry. I keep saying Bicester. I don't know why I keep saying Bicester Village. It would be very popular. Window shopping, maybe. The restaurants are also super.
I've always wanted to go to Bicester Village.
Where is Bicester Village? Is that in Oxford?
It's yes. It's in between, I think, Oxford and somewhere else, I believe. But it's like Ashford, but a more upgraded version.
Now, we have done a video on Ashford, which didn't do too well, but I've got to be honest, Ashford's eateries aren't great. They've got Wags and they've got Nando's, and that's it, really. There's a few others.
There's a few. The Comptoir and there's a couple of us. Yeah, Five Guys.
All right, we will take a look at that Bicester Village. I keep calling it Bicester.
Bicester Village. Okay, so 11 Pretty Birdie says, Mark and Kelly, I went to London recently. And had afternoon tea at the Shard and at Fortnum. The latter was disappointing because Fortnum's has not been as
Fortnum's.
The thing is dropping a little bit because we would have placed it as one of the best afternoon teas around. In
100%.
fact, I saw someone's thing that she went to Fortnum. She goes, oh yeah, you know, you can get unlimited sandwiches. That is true.
Yes, you can.
And then she showed the sandwich, and one of the corners of the sandwiches was curled in, and I'm just like, okay.
Go on. No, go on.
And then she goes, oh yeah, when me and my family go, we get like 4 rounds of sandwiches, and that to me is terrific to be able to have as many sandwiches as you want, blah blah blah. But when you are used to a certain level of service, her service was quite good. The service that we had, and we went 2 years ago now. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago now. And I was disappointed with that. And the fact is, we didn't get the piece of cake at the end, but yet you're charging more money. No.
Well, this is the thing. So when we used to first go to Fortnum's, it was, like I said, like Kelly said, it was one of the best ones, if not the best one. We kept rating it as the best one.
Yeah.
And it never disappointed. It was always like high quality. And what they would do is halfway through your afternoon tea, they would take you to the dessert tray, and there would be like 2 or 3 cakes. They would let you have a slice each. Not that you did, and it's true they do the unlimited sandwich, but the sandwiches were always on point. They were always well presented and stuff like that. When we went 2 years ago, I was like, oh wow. So the sandwiches, I know it doesn't affect the taste, but they weren't uniformed. We had to keep trying to get the attention for staff. And then at the end, when I went to pay, now bear in mind, back then it was £80 per person. It's gone up since then.
Yeah.
Now that's quite a lot. And so
I think it was 85.
No, it was 80 at the time. It's gone up though. It's closer to 85 now. And then I said, well, do we get a cake? Because you guys used to do a cake halfway through. And she said to us, oh, yeah, there is. Now, I had to ask. If I hadn't asked, we wouldn't have got it. She said, we do macarons. So they took us to the macarons and gave us one each. And I thought, hang on, you used to do big slabs of cake before. Now it's one macaron each.
Mark used to get his Battenberg.
Yeah.
And I'd get whatever the special cake was. And now you're telling me we get one macaron. Are you all right?
Which I had to ask for. So I do think it has gone down a hill. And we did say that in the video.
Anyway.
We will go back there and give it another go, as we always do, because it always has been a favourite. And I want to go back and just say, yes, it's back to where it was. That's what I want to be able to say. But anyway, sorry, I digress. What did they say?
So she said the latter was disappointing, meaning Fortnum's much preferred the shard experience. I'm going soon and will try roast based on your wonderful review. And Grosvenor House or sketch. Between the latter two, which would you recommend? Big hug and thank you. So I must write a response.
Yeah, you must do a response, yeah.
Grosvenor and sketch is on our list, by the way. But I can't honestly say which one is the better because I don't know. I'm going to have a quick look at it, but I have a feeling I'm probably going to choose Grosvenor over sketch.
Well, we can't say that until we've been.
No. If it just looks looks wise, which is what I will explain to 11 Pretty Birdies.
Yeah.
And just say we haven't been to the latter two, which is Grosvenor and sketch, but they are on a list. And sketch is meant to have these amazing toilets and they very futuristic toilets and all of this type of stuff.
Well, they got nice toilets. Let's go.
Listen, let me tell you, I'm all about the toilets, right? If I go to an establishment and the toilet is not on point, I don't go there, right? The only time I go is anyway.
Let's go there. Right, Jensen says so. It will be just videos every 2 or 3 days until the first week of January. Wow, you're really going to talk them out. Oh, Jensen said he's got to go.
Bye,
Take care, Jensen. Hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday. But if you're still on, Jensen, just to let you know, and on my shameless plug, as I always do, I have just uploaded the Helios video. So we will have a video on Sunday. This is where we went to Epic Universe. And there is the hotel there, and we went to the restaurant that is in the hotel. Now, anybody can go to this restaurant. You do not have to be a guest at the hotel.
As most hotels, in order to eat in any hotel's restaurant, pretty much, you don't have to be a guest. To use the pool or the facilities, that's a different matter.
True.
But let me just tell you. Oh, there's
a doorbell. Let me go there. There might be a delivery.
It is a delivery. Let me just tell you, if you are planning to go to Universal, if some of you are planning to go Universal and you're from the UK, this year you had to pay separately. So Mark and I, we are annual pass holders, and in order to go to what you call it, Epic Universe, we had to pay extra because that was not included on our annual pass tickets. While it's not included on our annual pass tickets, you can only book day by day. So we had to book 2-day tickets. Now, coming next year, if you buy if you are I don't know about the annual pass holders, so I can't comment on that. But if you're just going to buy your tickets as is, so you're going for 2 weeks and you want to buy a 2-week ticket, the Epic Universe is now included on that ticket. So you can go to Epic Universe as many times as you want. You don't have to restrict yourself to 1 or 2 days. So Mark and I, we stayed at the hotel for 2 days and we paid for 2-day park tickets.
We did.
Now, what you can do, or should I say it was as my birthday gift, Mark paid for me. What you can do is now when you buy your tickets, if you're buying a 2-week, ticket because you're going for 2 weeks, it can now be included in your park ticket. So then throughout the holiday, you can go to Epic Universe as many times as you like. And that is as of next year.
Amazing. So, but I would definitely recommend it. Oh, Jensen said, yeah, see you Sunday. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you on Sunday.
Yeah.
Definitely recommend it. We hope you guys that did actually catch those lives that really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So we love doing those lives for that reason. Unfortunately, because of the time differences, I really wanted to show you Epic Universe at night because it's such a different vibe. When we finally get round to doing these videos, you'll be able to see it. But
yeah, I have just downloaded a new type of software. I don't know if my laptop can handle it. If it can, because I had to delete some stuff, didn't I? Because it took out quite a lot of memory. So I had to delete some other things. But if it can handle the speed of it, I should be able to edit some videos.
There we go. Yeah, so again, like I said, for those of you who are interested, I really hope you do enjoy the Helios video. It will be what we had for breakfast that day. We did have some problems with the blimming camera, which has really annoyed me. So it packed up towards the end. So I had to switch back to this one, the DJI, Kelly's DJI, halfway through. Well, not halfway through, but towards the end. And I had recorded the final thoughts and they didn't come out on the camera, which is really annoying. But it makes for a shorter video and you do get to see all the food in there.
And we do sort of comment on the food.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so you will get the general gist of what our final thoughts would have been, which is that it was a brilliant restaurant. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. It was excellent. It really was. And the food was incredible. And one of the nicest buffets actually.
I would thoroughly, another spoiler alert, recommend going to that hotel. So if any of you decide that you want to go to Epic Universe and you want a little bit of a more fancy meal, a bit of indulge yourself, go into the restaurant. The food there is really good. I had the best steak that I think I've ever had there.
And unfortunately, we didn't film that one, your steak, but that was your birthday thing. We did
yeah, and it was really good. And I would thoroughly recommend it.
Just don't order the pizza. That was the day. It was such a shame. My pizza was so disappointing. But that restaurant, that was the only disappointing thing we had at that restaurant. Everything else was bang on point.
And the staff.
Oh, amazing.
But you know what?
Oh, they were amazing.
What was good about that whole thing? The staff, I have to say, was probably, the hotel's really nice. The pool's really nice. Everything's nice. But the staff were on point. I don't think I met anyone that was down.
No, it was really good. So the whole ambience, the whole experience was tremendous.
Yeah, they were really on point. They were really kind to us. And it was just such a delight. And the thing was, so when we went in May, and we managed to get soft opening tickets, we were just like, wow, this is amazing, blah, 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 and all of this. Now, they only have 11 rides. So don't go in thinking, yeah, I'm going to ride all the rides, blah, blah, blah. They have 11, yeah? But just being inside the park, the park is amazing. The two, which I've said many times before, the two things that really impressed me was the Harry Potter section and the Nintendo.
Oh, the Super Nintendo World was great.
Now, let me just tell you a little bit about Super Nintendo World. When you go in, it's amazing, blah blah blah. However, for me, so like for some people who have sensory perception issues and stuff like that, they like the bright colors and blah, blah, blah. I like the bright colors too. However, some type of traumacy from I don't know where I've had dreams or bad dreams or whatever. All of a sudden, when I get confused and I can't find my way out, and that really traumatizes me.
You didn't tell me that.
I did. I told you that I used to have a dream where in the dream I could fly.
Oh yeah, I remember you. Yeah, you did tell me this. Yeah.
Okay, so let me tell you a quick story. So I've had a couple of dreams. And in the dream, you can see the distance, and normally the sky it gets to that sort of like blue white in the distance yonder kind of thing, and you can see the hills and all of that. And in my dream I could fly, but I would hit a wall, and it will almost like the Truman Show, which came a lot later, because this happened earlier in my life anyway, these dreams. And I'm flying and I'm hitting the wall, and all of a sudden the wall is all fake, the hills are all fake, and I can't fly, and I'm tearing away the wallpaper, and I'm hitting a brick wall, and blah blah blah. So anyway, when I was in this Super Mario Nintendo world, they also have hills in the distance. And it looks white and blah blah blah.
And of course there's a wall.
Now in my psyche, I can take it forward. Oh yeah, la 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 la. Oh, it's brilliant, blah blah blah. But when you go there, it's the reverse. So when you go in, you have to go up the escalators. So when you go up the escalators, you're up high and you can see all around. Now to leave, there's no down escalators. And so you're wandering around and you're trying to get out and you can't. And in my mind, a little bit of me is starting to panic, thinking, like, how do I get out? Now it's not a real fear, in the sense that you can ask any cast member, come back to yourself and stop being silly, because you just go to ask a cast member, how do I get out? And they're going to point you in the right direction of how to get out. But there's like almost like a growing fear inside me, thinking, I'm not going to get out, and I'm going to hear all of this music going la 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 la, or whatever it is, and there's a fake wall there and I can't get out. And but then I remembered, oh yeah, because in May I had to ask, and I've got to go downstairs, and
it's weird. You've got to go downstairs.
So yeah, you go downstairs to get out. So you have to go up the escalator to get in, but to get out you have to go downstairs and then exit. It's very, very weird. And so and I had a slight panic, and I was just like, oh my God. So clearly I was overstimulated within, so I can be there, and I can be there for like a couple of hours or whatever. But as the sun is coming out, or then it rains and this and that, and it's almost like it's all staged. And maybe that's the fear, is that it's all staged and nothing is real, but they're making it out that it is real, kind of thing. And maybe that's my own psyche or whatever. But I was just like, oh my God. But then was able to leave, and
there you go, guys. It's almost like having a ride without having to pay for it. So I mean, don't worry, if you ever go in there, it's easy to find your way out. But it was fun, and I can see what Kelly is, the way I described, and I know I said this a few times, it's like being in an actual game. That's the best way I can describe it. For those of you that remember all those Nintendo games they had in the 90s and stuff like that, it's built like that sort of that 2D platform game. But it's incredible. When I walked in, I thought, oh my God, it's like I'm in the game. I'm in the game. It's incredible how they've done it. It really is.
And I think a lot of people currently are slating Epic Universe, but
are they? Why?
Because it's 11 rides, and
it is small. It is small,
and all of this. But what you also have to remember is there was so much built up around this part. You had influencers going down there while they were building. People were doing the helicopter thing, and I say the helicopter. What was the drone? The drone. They were doing the drone and flying the drone over and all of this type of stuff. So I think it probably was a lot of pressure on Universal itself in order to get this part built. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it started in 2020. Is that when the build started?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I can't quite remember, but I remember we didn't go during that time. They were building it.
No, we didn't. No.
So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was roughly around 2020 or 2021.
That would make sense, because we stopped going obviously in 2020 because of the pandemic. Yeah. And we didn't go for years afterwards.
So I believe they sort of started, and I want to say towards the end of the pandemic, because I was watching people going and they were breaking ground and all of this type of stuff, and I was like, well, and in my mind I was thinking, this is going to take years. There's nothing to worry about. They're going to take years. And they built that so fast, it was crazy. And so I think there was a little bit of pressure there to get it open because there was this mass anticipation. They wanted to know what Universal were going to come out with and all of this. And for the time that they had, they've done a wonderful job as far as I'm concerned. And they built the hotel that was actually inside the park. And we went in May.
Yeah, Helios.
And we were like, God, wouldn't it be nice if we stayed
And
in
we
that
got
hotel?
to do it. We got to do it.
And a few months later, because they opened the hotel in April. Imagine in November, we got to stay 2 nights. And not only did we stay 2 nights, we stayed club level 2 nights. And not only did we stay club level 2 nights, we had it facing the park. You didn't close the curtains once.
No, I did. I gotta say, we were so blessed. We were so fortunate and so lucky because I could only afford 1 night. But actual fact, I won't say the person's name, so don't get them into trouble. Not that they watch here, but they gave us a second night in the, not for free, but they gave us a second night in the club level.
So basically, we had booked 2 nights. But only 1 night was club level and then the other night. But what had happened was, so when I booked it, we had a room at the back of the hotel. So our club level was at the back of the hotel. So we weren't facing the park.
No.
We were facing the entrance and the car park. And then the second night was not club level, but we were facing the park. So we would have had to have changed rooms. We would have had to have changed floors, actually.
Yeah.
And then when we were checking in, I said it was my birthday. I said, do you think we could upgrade and all of this? And he was like, I'll just let you know, you are club level the first night, but you're facing the back of the hotel. And I was like, oh my God, please, can we face the front of the hotel? And he said, yeah, sure. And we would just pay an upgrade. And it was very reasonable to change the room to that. And so our second night, we would just have to change rooms. But what he kindly did was give us club level for the second night. So we didn't have to change rooms.
No.
We were facing the park. You got to see, you had the curtains open for 2 days. And we got to see the sunrise. That was amazing. And if you go onto I don't know if I put it on shorts. I might have put it on shorts, but I also put it on our TikTok channel. I did a time lapse of the sunrise and what you could actually see and things like that. Our view was amazing. Somebody commented and said, oh, they're going to see 2 squish pancakes. And I didn't get that. I didn't get that reference.
Me. I don't know what that means.
I didn't get that reference, but I was like, okay. But it was really nice. The view was amazing. Thoroughly recommend it if you can do a high floor, even if you don't do club level. Club level was, you got like little freebies. So what club level was good for, and I'll tell you what club level was good. As many drinks as you want.
Yeah.
That was, so you could go, you could have coffee, you could have tea, you could have whatever, and all of that, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, all of that type of stuff. But also you could have bottles of water. And I don't mean the Dasani. And somebody said, oh, they couldn't even spring for a Dasani. I was like, love, Dasani is just purified water, and that's what you're paying your big $5 for. So,
as you guys probably know, so of course in the US that you can sell bottled water, but it be tap water, but you can't do that in the UK.
And they're selling this for like in the parks for almost $5. And oh yeah, they couldn't even spring for Dasani, and I was like, are you all right?
Dasani's not that nice.
It's not, and it is purified. That is it. The bottles that you could get for free were spring water. That was spring water you could get. So you and then you can get unlimited soft drinks, your Cokes and your this and your that. And it was just such a good perk. And what was great is if you were tired at the hotel in the park,
you go to the room.
You just go to your room, or you go, and then they had these breaks. So they had breakfast, they had continental breakfast, they had all these pastries and stuff like that. So you could have that for continental. It's not a big selection, so don't go there thinking, oh, there's club level and I'm going to get this. You're not. The only good thing, you can go there for a rest. You can charge up your phones, and you can have as many drinks as you want, hot or cold. It doesn't matter. And they got the syrups and everything else.
So, but if you can't get to Florida, fear not, because as you know, Universal are building a park in the UK. So it will be built in Bedford, which is near Luton, just north of London. So that will be coming in the near future.
Yeah.
So for all you park lovers who can't get to Florida, we will hopefully, we are really hoping, all being well, we'll be able to go there, because I do want to try and look at getting some season tickets.
And show you and stuff like that. And what's going to be interesting, because Mark and I have had many conversations about this, because you're thinking, how are they going to cope with the rain?
Well, so we were asking some people about it. So early indications are they've legislated for that, and I'm glad they have. If you go to Florida and it rains, I kid you not, it really does ruin it. You probably saw when we did the lives back in May, we had several days of monsoon type rain. You can't go anywhere, and it really does ruin the park experience. So they heavily rely on nice weather when you go. However, I'm not to say it completely ruins it, but it's so open plan that you will just get drenched in it, and you can't do that in the UK because it rains so often. So apparently the vast majority of the park, the vast majority of it will be undercover. So that's what they're saying.
Yeah, but I think that when the summer, they're talking about something, because obviously you don't want it undercover when we're in the British summertime, because the British summertime can be really, really nice. So they've done something. They've taken a premise from somewhere else, where I don't know if it's a case of a cover will come over and then can retract,
roof, okay,
or something like that. But obviously, what you would want is you would want to take advantage of the British summertime, because we do have some great, not always, but we do have some great summers. This year was a great summer.
Well, I'm going to say, actually, so they may do it like Harry Potter World. So if anybody's been to Harry Potter World in Watford, North London, it's all undercover. So the whole thing is undercover. It's in a huge warehouse.
But it's a studio.
Yes, it's a studio, but it's all undercover. But that works in the sense that, you know, regardless of the weather, if it's rain, if it's snow, if it's sleet, you know, you are protected undercover. A bit of a shame in the summer, but it works. But I don't know if they're going to do that, or as Kelly said, if they're going to be able to put retractable roofs on it. That would be incredibly expensive, but I don't know. But they will have to legislate, because when I was looking around Universal, on the days it rains, the park is absolutely empty. There's nobody out walking. Obviously, everyone has to duck to a shop or something. So they do have to legislate for that.
And I think, so there was a guy, a YouTuber, and he came to London, and the time, unfortunately for him, when he came to London, because he does YouTube in Florida, he does the theme parks, and he came here, and it rained. He goes, "Oh, that's all right, because I'm from Florida," because obviously it rains a lot in Florida. Man, as Evelyn would say, you have not experienced the rain in England if you're comparing it to the rain that is in Florida, because it's not the same thing. Yes, while they do have hurricanes and whatever else, here, that steady rain for 2 weeks all day is miserable. It is miserable. And then in the summertime, when it rains in Florida, it's a bit longer now, but it used to be like 20 minutes years ago. You go and it's 20 minutes, done, and it's done.
And then the sun's back out and dries everything.
Yeah, and it does, and it really dries everything. Here, 2 weeks, non-stop rain? No.
So I will be interested to see what they do, but we will keep an eye out, and we will keep you guys informed as we find things out.
Yeah. I mean, like, I will just be, I think the Universal Park will be so different to what we have with regards to theme parks as we know it, because you're going to have like simulators, and like, while a couple of the parks here, they do have simulators, it's mainly based on roller coasters, right? And I think, like, a lot of theme parks don't seem to be accessible for everyone, whatever your preference is, right? So if you're the type of person that doesn't like motion type, so you don't like roller coasters, you don't like the things that shoot up and down, there are simulators to try, there are other experiences, you know, like the Minions ride, and there's all different types of experiences accessible for all types of people. And I just think that in the UK, the types of theme parks that we have, is not always accessible to everyone. It's more based on, like I said, roller coasters or thrill rides and all of that type of stuff. So it will be really interesting. And you know, there's like little shows and little parades and stuff like that. And I just hope they bring that sort of culture. I think people will flood to it.
Well, I hope
say,
so.
yeah.
I really do hope that it is successful, because obviously the more successful it is, the more they're likely to expand it.
Yeah.
Jensen said, my first videos are under 14 minutes long. Oh, he's got to go. Take care, Jensen.
Bye, Jensen.
Do you know what? That's what the weird thing with our videos. I can never tell which ones are more popular. I don't think longevity has anything to do with it. It's some of our shorter videos actually do worse than the longer videos, but then vice versa.
I think the thing is, you have different types
I'm
of
going to finish all
people
these. Sorry.
that like different types of videos.
This is a 9. No, definitely a 9. Hey, Liam! Liam goes, I'm enjoying the darts.
Oh.
Where is it? Is it Ali Pally? Darts is normally at Ali Pally. Who's playing at the moment? I haven't been keeping up to date with the darts. I do like watching it when they do the
I was going to say, when do you watch darts?
Well, funny enough, because it's often at Ali Pally. So when it's at Ali Pally, not that I go to Ali Pally to watch it, but that's when they'll televise it.
We have a new TV, right? So we didn't have a TV.
Oh,
for
Beauty
months.
Breeze is on next. Okay.
We didn't have a TV for months.
No,
right?
we didn't. We now bought one.
We've now bought one. That TV has been on a total of twice.
I know. Do you know what it is? Weirdly, because Kelly and I are so used to not having the television on down here, we don't think to turn it on. And of course, when we had the old one, we put it on timer so it just comes on. But because I'm so used to not having it now, I don't miss it. I've also, as well, I think we really bought it for guests.
Yeah. We bought it so that we could do karaoke, because my brother would be like, yeah, but is it really Christmas if you're not doing karaoke?
Yeah, he wants karaoke, so we need a TV for that. So we got the TV up and running. So at least we've got the TV working. That's the main thing. So that is what we'll have. We'll have a Christmas. And we will be doing the karaoke. That is our plan for Christmas Day. Anybody do any other form of Christmas entertainment? Let us know. What do you do with your family? Do you just sit around and talk? Do you watch a movie together? Do you play games? What do you guys do?
I spoke to a lady on the train today, and she says, you know, we go for a Christmas walk while the Christmas dinner's cooking.
Really?
And I thought that's just so lovely to go with your family. You go for a Christmas walk while the Christmas dinner is cooking. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hang on a minute. If they're all walking, who's cooking it?
Well, it's in the oven.
Really?
While the turkey's on, yeah.
I don't know how that works. When we're cooking Christmas dinner, we're like constantly on it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can go for a walk and come back and it's all.
But the thing is, we don't make Sunday dinner, so we're not used to timings, all of that type of stuff, because we don't do it.
No, that's it.
So that's why everything is a panic.
Yes, we are going live on Tuesday, Liam. So we will be live next Tuesday. That will be our last live. Oh, you made your first Wellington. Did you make a vegan one or a vegetarian one? And what did you substitute the beef with? Out of interest.
Mushroom?
No, because a Wellington, you normally have that rib of beef and then you wrap it in mushroom and then pastry.
I know, but you have mushroom Wellington as well.
Well, no, but I'm
also have salmon Wellington.
Oh, mushroom and red onion. You're right. That's what he did. He substituted the beef for mushroom and. How did it turn out, Liam? And here's another question for you: would you like to cook at the restaurant you're working for? That's another question I have for you. Because, like I said, you're a good cook. All the stuff you make sounds really, really nice. Is it something you would like to go to? Pretty good, says Liam.
Do you know what? I can imagine a mushroom Wellington tasting really
Yeah. I can imagine.
To be quite honest. I think it would fare better than a salmon Wellington, only because I think a salmon Wellington can dry out quite quickly.
Oh, yes. Please send us a picture. Please send us a picture. Do you know what, Liam? You might actually find that this new job might make you look at a career angle of potentially opening up a restaurant of your own. If you're really good at cooking, and you could potentially do that side of it, you could actually open up your own restaurant. Just saying. Might be an angle you might think of.
Very hard work.
It is.
You know.
But Liam's used to hard work. Like I said, look at all the dedication he does to the gym work and stuff like that. So I could see you opening up your own restaurant.
But I mean, can't sleep, hard work.
Yeah. But Liam could do it. I think.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, just be mindful.
Yeah. But he may not want to do that. May not be a career path he wants to go down. But I know you do a lot of cooking. So all the recipes you cook always sound fab. So I can imagine you implementing that in your restaurant.
Because when I bake cakes, people are like, "Oh yeah, would you open up a bakery?" And I'm like, "No, I wouldn't open up a bakery because I feel like I would lose the love for it." But I am wholly admirable. I wholly admire people who can really take a passion and turn it into a business, and still it's a passion
and still enjoy it. Yeah.
There was a guy that I used to work with, and he was an engineer, and he was talking to me about drawings with a passion that, because most people, once they go uni, they'll follow that career path sometimes if they don't change majors. But you know, they go along and they're still passionate. And when he was explaining his drawings to me, and I don't understand, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't understand what you're doing. Yeah, but you know, I said, are you the type of person that's going to pin your drawings on the fridge? And he was laughing. But he was I really, really liked him. He was a really nice guy, and they made him redundant.
Oh, after all that passion.
Yeah, he was. They were very silly.
But mind you, that being said, sometimes that can drive and motivate someone to do their own thing.
And he was very, very good at his job. Very good at his job. And yeah.
So it could drive him to then do his passion elsewhere.
He's doing so much better now. Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, guys, we have gone past 8 o'clock. So I think we will leave the live there. But thank you so much for joining in with us with our little taste test and indulging us in our little taste test. So as you remember, we had the festive Bakewell tarts that aren't festive. We had the panettone, which is right there. We had the amazing caramelised nut selection. And of course, we had the crumble top mince pies from Waitrose. Our number one recommendation, just from the things we had, was this. That's not to say it's better than other bits and bobs, but there you have it. So that was our recommendation, although this came a close second.
Yeah.
So, Kat, if you are going to go, give those a little try. Tell us what you think. But
yeah, compare them against the Tesco one.
I did think these were very, very good. So there you go. Be interesting to get your take on it.
Yeah.
So, guys, as I say, that is it from Mark and Getty's Trip Sticks and Things for this week. However, we will be back Tuesday, 6:30 UK time, just before Christmas, of course.
And I just want to say thank you for all the likes, and thank you for supporting us, and you know, just spending time with us, chatting with us. We love chatting with you.
We do.
Sort of like talking about different topics. It's not only about food, but yeah.
King Europe, good to see you. How are you?
How
It's been a while. Good to see you. Join just as you're saying goodbye. Oh, bless you. Listen, thank you for joining us. It's really good to see you. I hope you're well. How have you been? Now, just to let you, as I say, just as a last little thing, we will be doing the Helios video. So been loving the videos lately though. Oh, good. Thank you so much. It's so good to see you.
Yeah.
So like I said, we go to Helios breakfast. Do check that out. It's a wonderful hotel. We don't go around the hotel in this video, but we do show you what the breakfast is to offer, and it did not disappoint.
And if you do want to catch up with what we do on holidays and all of that type of stuff, please head over to MK Vacays and you can catch up with what we do there. I have just downloaded a new piece of software. I don't know if my laptop can handle it, but I will try to edit some videos just so that I can sort of keep updating MK Vacays. The only reason why we haven't been, it's been so difficult, and Mark's been concentrating on this channel. And I really want to put some other videos up on the other channel, and to sort of like show you guys what we've been up to. I hope that you're going to enjoy those videos on MK Vacays. And if you haven't subscribed, then please subscribe to both channels.
Hey, Karina, look at this.
Karina!
Good to see you. Have a wonderful weekend too. I hope you've been well.
Yeah.
give our little hugs and kisses to the Jackson.
Yeah.
But we hope you're keeping well.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, please do look after yourselves. Please do take care. Remember, you're never too old to have fun. We will hopefully see you on Tuesday. We also don't want to forget to
melt my cheese.
You know it. Guys, have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy. We will hope you see you on Tuesday. Bye for now.
Bye for now.